Yeah.
Wow, so dark.
Yes, Robin, you're in the dark. You poor thing. Okay. Usually I have our graphic up here, and I realize that we are all up here. So I'm gonna drop us. I'm gonna drop us for a minute just so we can have our That's me being absolutely professional. So today we have guest artist Kay Kirscht, and of course Ron Fisher, my wonderful co-host. And Kay is going to be our guest artist today. We have this is a commission I've been working on that is not part of Philo, but I wanted to share it because I'm having fun with it.
Is it like Handmaid's Tale cats?
No, there is an old movie from the 70s called Circle of Iron, and it has Christopher Lee in it, and David Carradine, and a bunch of other people, and it's Bruce Lee worked on the plot. Are you out in your tent?
Yes. But I'm not going to stay for long. Like, as soon as this is done, I'll go back inside.
Okay, yeah,
Wow.
I understand.
But you said Bruce Lee worked on it?
Yeah, Bruce Lee worked on it,
Wow.
and then they stole the idea from him the same way that they did Kung Fu, and the same way that they did Kung Fu, it starred David Carradine. Yeah, like stab twice with the knife.
Lame.
Yeah, and didn't pay him for either project. Anyway, okay, so first we do admin-y stuff kind of thing. Let me go into here.
Hey, Donna Barr. Woohoo. Hey, Donna.
Oh, Donna!
Hi.
Hi, Mutant Fox dropped by too, dropping in for the first time. The kiddo and I are excited for the show. Oh, Mutant Fox. Oh, thank you. Yes, Mutant Fox, I haven't talked to him in like forever. And he's a good friend, been doing really good. And his daughter Riley is drawing. Like, he sent me pictures of her drawing today that like, it brought back the memories from like when you're a little kid and you're like, I'm drawing. Okay. Did we lose Robin?
No, I'm still here.
No, you're still here. Okay. All right. Anyway.
I'm here.
Yes. So admin-y stuff first. On the website, I have the episodes for Philo episode 2, and I have the pages up to page 30. So
nice.
This is everything but the last panel, which is where we left off was under the threat of certain death, the Tea Party had to be completed. So, the dog's trying to do it to save their lives. Armand escapes through the Eye of Cthulhu shroom. And then, Philo has no idea what's going on. And then the last panel that we had was we had Meow going, get out of my vacation lair.
I would like to mention something apropos of something, but did you know there's like a somewhat famous party? They kind of channel Jim Morrison and yours, but yeah, they're called the Tea Party. You don't have to work that in, but it might be something punny.
Maybe, I don't know. Hi,
just letting you know.
Yes. Okay. So are we going to continue with Meow?
I don't know. I like him as a non sequitur in the middle of nothing. It's perfect.
What do you think?
What do you think, Kay?
Okay. So what needs to happen? They need to get out of the vacation lair.
They need to get out of the vacation lair. Hi, Magic Marmot. So to let the new people in the audience know, Meow is from the last story. He was an evil wannabe dictator doing it for love, but kind of also to take over the world. And so he just showed up for one panel. And so I guess if he's a non sequitur, he's a non sequitur. Do you want to take panel 1, or do you want me to take panel 1?
I could take panel 1. One thing I was thinking of is we could have the mushroom people pick up Philo just like a column of ants and just transfer him out. And the dog is picked up by the mushroom people and transferred up out of the stairs and out of the lair. Would that work?
Well, so what would the caption be?
But where are they taking them?
Out of the lair.
Yes, but we need to find out where they're taking them. We have to get their motivation.
Yeah. Like they're not just like
because everything with them has been really absurd up until this point. Like, there's no rhyme or reason with anything. So,
Okay.
you should at least know where they're going.
Armand has escaped his magic marmot, but we know he wants to help the others. So,
it's just Philo and the dog, right?
Yeah, it's just Philo and the dog that are in there. There's nobody else. That
Marmot says dog creates distraction. I think that's a good idea.
Does he break a teacup?
Well, no, I think Kay's right. I think Kay gets them out.
Yeah.
That they all get out. But something's gonna happen as they're transporting them down the hallways. Just like Star Wars. And Empire Strikes Back.
Let's see. Well, again, in Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, they were all gonna sit down to dinner, but there's Darth Vader at the end of the table, and Darth Vader set a very nice table, and Han just pulls out his gun and shoots him.
Just starts blasting like an asshole. What an asshole!
I mean, he had the salad plate, the extra forks, and it was a very nice table. Anyway, okay, I digress. So that's where we left off. We are going to have them leave the lair somehow for some reason. We need a reason.
No, I think in my head, I see the mushroom people carrying them off just like what ants would. You know what I mean? Like a whole bunch of ants.
Yeah, that's
have them on their backs and their heads.
Yeah, that's what Kay said. But
yeah, I agree. I totally envisioned that when she said it.
But so why? Which is what you asked.
But it doesn't matter. No. But here's the point. It doesn't matter why if they're going to be like if something's going to happen to them in the hallway and they're going to escape. So it doesn't matter why.
Maybe they're preparing dinner for Cthulhu's room.
The great.
Maybe that's why they are taking them out because they're going to be dinner. I don't know. Like, we need motivation for them to be taken out. Otherwise, it's just they're just being swept with the wind again.
You're right. What's happening with Bluto again?
Bluto was last blocked by the other Philos at the top of Secret Water Slide. Does he come down Secret Water Slide?
Wait, how does this sound? What if Armand shows up and takes them away and they have this insane high-speed chase with Bluto through universes?
Okay, how do I get them from one end to the other? What would be the illustration here? Being carried out by the mushroom people, and
maybe have that in the top, and then at the bottom we'll have something different.
Magic Marmot says
a continuation.
One of the mushroom people isn't like the others and wants to help them. Dog has helped the mushroom underground because we haven't seen Dog's story. We don't know what he's done. And and understand that there are other experiences that are not under Meow's service. So maybe the mushroom underground, like their signals going off, and they whisk them out out.
Yes, I love it.
Okay.
So a mushroom underground.
The mushroom underground saves the day. That is our caption. Okay.
I would like to point out that that's still having stuff happen to them.
Umbrella. I think that should probably be my caption. Is the start of
the mushroom
rebellion? Yes.
I think to avoid the trap of having things happen to them, I think that the dog should be apparent that the dog is like Che Guevara. The dog is like the leader of the Mushroom Underground. He's been deep under in the scene all along.
Yes, that he has gone native with the mushroom people.
But he's like their leader. They're like they worship him. But
Okay. So the start.
But then there'd have to be two factions because who's taking them away?
Am I drawing this? Okay.
Yes, you said you'd do the first panel.
Okay,
yeah.
Goody. Okay, thank you. All right. So.
And you know you can draw whatever you like. It'll be wonderful.
Yes, and we are just having the Mushroom Underground whisking them out there somehow so that we get them out of the lair. We don't have to worry about Meow anymore. He was a non sequitur. He was a little nod to the last story. Just
exactly.
Exactly. For the fans.
It was an Easter egg for the fans. Yes. All 0.3 of them. Hey, can I talk about my hut? Can I talk about my hut?
Yes, you can talk about your hut.
I can't show it to you because it's I guess I could turn the light on, but it's really basic. It's an ice hut.
Donna Barr is asking what we are doing. It is an art jam. What it is an improv comic where we write it on air with chat helping us kind of write the story, and then we draw it creating panels with guest artists.
And so, we should clarify, not like a chat AI or anything, just the people who are contributing to the conversation.
Yeah, exactly. And so so the start of the Mushroom Rebellion. So I guess I'm drawing the start of the Mushroom Rebellion, and you said the dog's the leader?
Yes, he's like the Che Guevara of the Mushroom but it has to be a certain faction, because the other faction are the ones that are carrying them off. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And actually, I kind of know Donna because I used to co-host a radio show with Colin Upton.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
And she's pretty tight with Colin Upton.
Think of the two different mushroom species existing in the same growth medium. The mycelium underground are the biggest part of the mushroom, and that's how they communicate.
Awesome. That's totally what it is, Magic Marmot. That's totally what it is. That's totally what it is. Yeah. Okay, so I got to just talk about my hut for a second. I have this ice fishing hut. Kate, have I talked about this before?
No.
I don't think. Yeah, no, I don't think you've talked about your ice fishing hut. Except for you told me. Yeah.
Okay. So I live in Canada, right? And it's cold. And it's 3 degrees right now, and I'm a little chilly. And so what I did is I bought an ice fishing tent. And it's just like on the side of my property because I'm not allowed to smoke my weed in the house. And so I just hotboxed this ice fishing hut, and I have like a little heater and my little chair and a little blanket. And so all winter I'll be toasty. It's nice.
So if he's a little Che like Guevara, then he needs a hat. Should he have like medals on his chest? Is he like?
He has a beret.
Yes, a beret for sure.
Yes,
with and a shirt with epaulets.
Well, I have him still in since he's still in Mao's kind of kung fu uniform.
Okay.
So I can add epaulets, but I do think he needs a beret.
Yes, definitely.
Well, I think just as a nod to the fact that he has been like a Kirin and stuff, he's going to have a katana anyway, despite the fact it's totally not fitting with the rest of his uniform in mind, because
he's a leader, and maybe that was like the most available weapon around. He's got the charisma to carry it off.
Well, it could be a trophy of an enemy. You never know.
That's totally a good idea too.
Yeah. Let's see. Che with the katana, says Magic Marmot. Beret. Let's see. The belays aren't having it with these gilded folk or Gilade folk or guild folk. I can't read today. I bad at reading. I'm not really bad at reading, but it's like I read better silently than I do out loud, and you can tell because I mispronounce words all the time because I never learn how to pronounce them because I read silently. High energy day. Good high energy, bad high energy. Oh no, I think Robin is either going inside or her tent froze. Oh no, we lost Robin.
No, I'm here.
No. I meant your last signal. I have to remove your last signal.
Oh yeah, it froze and disappeared. I was like, what the heck? So I quickly came back. Yeah, I'm going into my house now.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
You shouldn't lose me.
No. I'm just saying that from my end, I had a dead signal, and I had to clean up that and like switch over to camera B.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. On signing tours, we would challenge Colin Upton to name the sort of band based on signs as band names. We need music. I had kind of subtle music. I can turn up the music. Yeah, yeah, we can do that. No, belay. It's a kind of mushroom. Kind of mushroom. Excellent. Okay. Oh man, I love seeing your art. I missed your art.
Yay!
Yeah.
Thank you for your patience.
Does it feel like you're able to like go much faster? Because it's got to be so rough on the back of your wrist doing it mouse style.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I appreciate you trying to tough through it, but girl, you this is better.
We'd like clean it up post-production.
Yeah. Let's see.
I'll put screens and stuff in later.
I guess if I'm gonna have like a bunch of mushroom people, like, and
Yeah,
it's a
mushroom
revolution. If they're a rebellion, like, should they have bazookas and stuff, or should they have like, I don't know, slingshots?
I just realized we had that whole rebellion story arc already.
Well, it could be a successful rebellion.
I mean, the other rebellion was a coup. Is it different? I don't know. You be the judge.
It could be a reoccurring theme with Meow. Again, this is story number 2. We don't know what tropes will be introduced over time with Philo. Different camps. And wait, are those fly Agaricus are the characters high?
Well, you know what? Aren't they still in the body of the Cthulhu god? The eye of the Cthulhu god? So isn't it to a certain extent kind of stonery?
Yeah, I mean, but okay, so we have 2 panels dedicated to the rebellion. Are we going to continue with the rebellion? Are we going to go back to Armand for the next panel?
Do you think Armand is really sad that he's not around Philo?
Right now, we're kind of active. I think he's going to run into Philo in about 2-3 minutes.
Yeah, you just let me know when you're ready to move on to the next panel, because I got a lot of drawing ahead of me. And so, yeah. Stay with the rebellion. Bring back Armand later, says Magic Marmot.
Well, I mean, our audience has spoken.
Yes, our audience has spoken.
I love Armand too, okay? Like, he's rad, man. And he totally champions the little guy, and he has compassion. And he's my favorite creature of the world, which is an octopus. And I don't know.
And he's
awesome.
A good kisser.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good
I think Philo was not expecting that. And, Philo was in an abusive relationship, and he was totally swayed solely on a kiss.
Well, I mean, the thing is when you are in a bad relationship, there's at the very beginning of that relationship, there's something called it's like love dumping or something like that. I'm trying to remember.
Bombing. It's love bombing.
Yeah, love bombing. Thank you. Love bombing. Stay with the rebellion, bring back Armand later. Armand has become a major character, says Magic Marmot. That's true. Anyway, when you're in a bad relationship, love bombing starts at the beginning of the relationship, right? And as the relationship continues and that person has more control of your life, the bombing happens like less and less and less until you really have no kind of positive interaction with that person. So I could imagine, hi Jeremy. Yeah. And I could imagine that Philo experiencing a positive relationship, like, or at least like touch after having a long bad relationship. Let's see. This is a hoot. I only have a bit to be here. But it's totally helpful for our date on the 30th. No worries. Yeah, this is Philo. This is the insanity that I do on Saturday nights. And I invite you again. You are welcome to be on the show as an artist. You can do digital. We have had one person do traditional art, but they had like a setup where they had the thing. Or yes. Yeah. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So what happens next? What happens next? Let's see. We're going to stay with the rebellion for a while. I know that. So I'll do this. So then that way you can do that. It's a manipulation technique. It also works well when you have a good relationship. Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like when you have a good relationship, you are love bombing a person because you love them. You're like, oh, I want this person to feel good on their birthday, right? So I'm going to make it special for them. And oh, you don't have to do anything, sweetie. You know, I got it. And I'm going to make dinner for you. And I'm going to, you know, like Ian does that, right? He's like, I'll take Annabelle. Like right now, he's out having dinner with her, so I can have a nice, quiet Philo, right? Like there's a line in a Jonathan Colton song that I absolutely love that says it's the thoughtless kindness of a coffee cup.
Did you freeze?
Waiting. Yeah. See you in the future, and you know, it's okay. It's okay. We'll stop by. And the thing is everybody's like busy on Saturday nights. There's healthy expression of love. Unhealthy, says Jeremy.
Thanks for visiting.
Yeah. And then love bombing is narcissistic, says Jeremy. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, I think this guy's gonna have a toothpick in his teeth. But what happens after they're storming here? Where do they storm somewhere? Do we cut forward in the future? Because this is Kay's panel that we're talking about. Oh, glitch had a glitch. So yes, are we storming somewhere? Are we going somewhere with this?
Well, I have this vision where, because they're the mushroom underground, they just swallow up the mushrooms that they want to get rid of because they're underground, and they just come up and take them in.
I could see Philo being carried out of the exit of the lair, and then what happens then? He's still tied to the pole.
Yeah, he's got to escape that pole.
I think I'm going. I'm going to keep him on the pole for right now.
Oh my gosh! Okay.
Keep him on the pole.
Yeah.
I know. We
throw him into a rocket ship.
K. Listen to me. I know we talked about keeping politics out of it, but could you do January 6th?
Oh my god!
One of the mushrooms could have that helmet guy, right? Just one mushroom. It could be just a nod.
Yeah. What the QAnon shaman guy, and then another dude with the pulpit. I don't know.
Oh dear. Okay.
I with all the insanity of everything that's happening, I don't know. Well, no, because
they carried
then the dog's
Philo
the
right
bad
out
guy.
into a full-scale rebellion.
Oh.
Philo is still tied to a pole, and he's amongst all these mushrooms that are having a rebellion.
With the dog as a leader.
And the dog is the leader. Is Armand still in the scene? Is he there yet?
No, he's not. We can introduce him, but it seems pretty chaotic at this point. I think we should wait for a bit.
How do I write
to
this?
him.
What do I write for the panel?
Well, wait. Okay. No, you don't have to do January 6th. That was just
okay.
I think you should write that the mushroom underground absorbs the other mushroom tribe into them.
Magic Marmot says, yes, the Star Wars original Empire invasion stormtroopers with mushroom hats. So
that would be kind of funny. I'm trying to imagine that.
The main mushroom, Meow. Or what? They're absorbing a big mushroom when they get out of there.
Let's see.
Not too much like what we already did.
If it's the mushroom underground, we were talking about them just absorbing everything, right? So that would be their invasion.
Okay, I had an idea.
Okay. Well, you know what? They do tend to do that, so they pop up all over everything, so everything gets mushrooms on it.
Well, I had an idea where, I don't know about where you guys are, but up here, like places that sell psychedelic mushrooms are legal now.
Yeah.
So what if they're like they're revolting because they're getting harvested by all these humans for psychedelic reasons, and so they're like trying to avoid that.
Mm-hmm.
I would imagine that they would want them to
be consumed.
Well, I mean, mushrooms.
How about the whole crew is eaten, and Philo's used as a toothpick as soon as they get out of their protected lair.
Cthulhu shroom?
They all get eaten by Cthulhu shroom? The end?
I don't know.
Or by
that makes me think of the whale in Pinocchio.
Let's see. They start absorbing each other, says Magic Marmot.
Okay.
Maybe nobody realizes it, but it's a mating ritual. More mushrooms appear when they absorb each other.
I don't know. I'm kind of doing this whole thing. Let's see. You said that Philo's still on the stick.
Yep, he's still on the stick. Nobody's untied him yet.
Yeah.
Well,
so
let's get the dog to untie him then. That'll be your panel.
While the mushrooms are absorbing each other.
Yes.
Okay, you got
the
it.
The dog frees his best friend. No.
Whoa, hello.
It's the dog to the rescue. Again.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, wait. Yeah, we'll do this. We'll have Philo.
Which now I realize is very Wallace and Gromit.
Yes. But that's okay. We'll have, Philo being, like, carted away. No, Armand is out there. Philo gets used as a toothpick. Armand can rescue him. Then we need to figure out how Dog gets out. I don't know. I don't know how Dog gets out.
Oh, he just he's sly and fast.
That's how he gets out. Is
he's sneaky.
We just see him.
But also, it's the underground mushrooms that set him free. Remember, the mushrooms that took him are not the same as the underground mushrooms or the mushroom underground.
Yeah. Well, they all look the same to Dog, maybe. But do they smell the same?
Because dogs have excellent smells, so I bet they don't, because they're in the soil a lot.
Yeah.
So they totally must smell different than the ones that are out of the soil.
Let's see. We all have different styles. It can be a story for another time, says Magic Marmot. Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to give some depth to our mushrooms storming something.
Well, no, they're storming the mushrooms that kidnapped Philo and the dog and carted them away. Remember, they're absorbing each other. I thought we agreed on that.
Well,
the underground and the overground mushrooms are absorbing each other.
That is Kay's panel.
Yeah.
I'm doing the panel before Kay's panel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know that. And they're storming.
Yeah.
They're storming the mushrooms. How does that not make sense?
I guess. Okay. All right. Let's see. We'll do this. And then we'll have Philo back here. He's just kind of going with the flow, I guess. He has become a secondary character in his own story again. Poor guy.
Well, he's just so malleable.
Well, I mean, now we know why. It's because, he's been in this awful relationship, and so he has no self-esteem.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. At the beginning of the story, he was kind of autonomous.
Maybe that's story number 3 is Philo gets his groove back.
He gets his groove back in this story.
Yeah.
So does he set himself free?
Maybe.
Well, he's being set free right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because that was the decision that we made, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, this is why I have us all write in stuff and draw and stuff, because it's so easy to forget what we're doing. Yes, I have a new favorite brush that I've been playing with, and it does this.
Woo!
Yeah,
With the
I like
smog
it.
effect.
No, it's like a squeegee.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and
A
so
dirty squeegee.
yeah, it's like a dirty squeegee.
I like
And
it.
so,
I like the
yeah,
texture.
exactly. That's why I've been like, ooh, I like that. And so yeah, I'm gonna just use that as the background to kind of just add some texture.
I'm just eating work food.
That's okay. You can eat work food.
Prosciutto.
Let's see. Storm the castle, says Flozak Rollins. If we think of this as a huge psychedelic trip that Cthulhu Shroom was having, Philo's intrusion into the trip changed Cthulhu Shroom's trip, and they have been judged worthy of helping him get back home. I ate a late dinner, says Jeremy.
Those two together just crack me right up.
What, the dog and Philo?
No, what Magic Marmot says is a really good point, but it's very deep and it's interesting and it's like fantastic. And then also Jerry's like, I ate a late dinner.
Yeah.
I love it. It's absurd. It's funny.
Yeah. That's the juxtaposition of chat. And it's when we did the show live, we didn't have much control over who called in.
Yeah, that would have been scary.
It was at times.
Yeah.
We had kids calling in. We had kids who swear at us because they didn't get what they wanted.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's no good.
Then we had to hang up on them because it was actually, it's TV
Yeah.
and live.
Yeah, it was live, and so they took it personal when it's like, okay, I gotta get to the next caller, and it's like, no, I'm not rejecting you personally. It's just this is the format of the show, and so one kind of disagreement that Hamill and I always had was I wanted a call screener, and he liked the randomness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this was MTN. Yeah. And so that was one thing where I'm like, why can't we just get a call screener? So many people, you could do it. And he's like, no, it's easier to do it this way. Me too. Green chili, aioli. Again, I'm really bad at reading and getting pronunciation correct. An Asian slaw, crispy chicken sandwich. It was a fantastic place to learn and create stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it really was. Is it no longer around? Did they pack it up or something? I thought it was still around. MTN. Okay.
I think it is still around.
I don't even live in your country, man.
Yeah, it's in Northeast Minneapolis. It's I suspect it's a little smaller in size, and I can't say I hear a lot about it.
Yeah.
Its doings. I know that Hamill did not like the way that the news station was set up, and
Well, his outing was not the smoothest.
No, there was there was some self-serving going on.
Yeah.
Especially as far as grant.
Yeah.
Receiving grants and
using
them and not really.
And Hamill's such a smart guy that he notices stuff like that.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
And he also called them out on it.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Which led to them pretty much kicking him out.
Yeah.
Of all communications, even though he was the former leader.
Yeah.
Or one of the in the leadership. How's this? The mushrooms are absorbing each other.
Excellent.
I love it.
The screens in there, man.
All right, I am jumping to panel 4. I guess I'm working slow tonight. I guess I'm doing this.
So, do you guys think I should offer myself as a mail order bride? Like, what they'd have to move to my country? How did that work?
I don't think so. No, that usually only works if you're from Russia,
That's true.
Poland.
I'm just saying, like, there might be some Americans that want to move to Canada now.
Oh, I see. I've heard the term as you could be an emotional support Canadian.
Yes, but she's taken. This sounds similar to things I've heard about my alma mater from former faculty also. So, okay, panel 4. So what happens after Philo
They
is
absorb
free?
each other, and Philo is free.
Yes.
Yep, Philo's free.
So Philo's free and they absorb each other. So what happens after that?
I think he loses his cool because he's entirely fed up with everything that's been happening, and he storms out of there. He sees his ship, because that's the whole point of the story, is his ship broke down. This is not his ship, it's a different ship. He gets on it, and he just flies away.
He's going to leave his dog?
Yeah,
Armand?
well, Armand can jump through time and space.
Oh, he
I
can't
think
leave
he's
his
leaving
dog.
his dog because his dog is like leader of the revolution. He doesn't
Yeah,
even know his dog anymore.
But I had like the whole, in the arms of an angel, like going through my head with like, people that like leave their house and then they don't take their cat with them. Like, that's messed up. Like, he wouldn't take his
I think
dog.
the dog is sentient. The dog is like the leader of a mushroom revolution. He's fine.
He's got to take his dog with him.
All right, well,
He
you
does-
can write it that way. I'm not going to say no.
Grabs his dog. Goes.
Zach Rollins gets it. Screw you guys. I'm going home. He's done.
Yeah, but he's taking his dog with him. Dogs are so sad in that video, says Jeremy. See, Jeremy understands the vision in my head where he's like, you're just going to leave the dog. And I mean, then it becomes the dog story where the dog has to like have his Kill Bill story to try and get back to
Maybe
Philo
the dog is happy down there with the mushrooms. His faction of mushrooms won.
The mushrooms have already absorbed each other. There is no more role for a dog to play except to go with Philo, which is what he wants to do.
Okay, well, I'm not saying no.
He had his Che Guevara moment. He has liberated them all, and now he's gonna make a fast getaway.
So he bounds onto the ship with Philo. Okay, so Philo turns around just before he boards the ship and is like, "Are you coming?" And the dog bounds onto the ship, and they're off to their adventures again.
Okay. So I am doing, screw you guys, I'm going home, and that's Philo leaving, and then Kay is doing, you're coming, right? And then the dog.
Bingo.
All right, because the dog is going
Sold.
with him. I'm not leaving a dog behind.
I would never, but the dog seemed capable.
Oh, very interesting. The ice. Do not put that ice in my drink. Please do not put that ice from the dirty, snowy outside in my drink. Thank you.
Oh my God! Seriously, you have snow?
Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful.
Whoa.
Yeah, I got like a foot of snow outside. Yeah.
We don't, not
oh.
yet.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Get Philo outside of the ice.
Hey, do you have snow?
No. We have a
Wow.
little bit of rain tonight. The leaves are still on the trees. A lot
Yeah,
of them
we
are
got
still
leaves on our
green.
trees.
It's crazy, but there is no snow. No, and hopefully there won't be for a little while.
A couple of days last week were in the 20s for us.
Man. Yeah.
Okay, I just need to clarify with all your listeners and watchers and readers at home. I would never abandon a pet. I, in fact, brought my cat from China home with me. Like, I just don't believe in that. I was just, for the sake of the story, it was just an idea.
Yes.
We're allowed to spitball ideas.
Oh,
Okay?
I know. No. I'm just, I'm just saying that because I love I love animals.
Me too. Don't leave an animal behind. I think that's appalling. But I'm just like, it was just a story.
Jeremy says he misses his dog. He's with his parents. Watching with our 2 doggos, we agree you can't leave the dog, says Mutant Fox. Instead of taking his ball and going home, he takes the dog and goes home, says Flozax. And then Perfect Wow. Meanwhile, it was 70 on Wednesday. Today it didn't touch 50 though. 70 is about, I want to say 30, or not 30. It's about 21.
Yeah, 30 is really
21.
high.
Yeah,
30
no. 70 is about 21, 22.
Yeah, I like that. That's the best kind of summer weather ever.
Yeah.
It's a little breezy, but nice and warm.
Yeah. So my translation nation is getting better.
With the conversion. Well, who was it? They had that Nate Bargatze on SNL. They did this thing where they were like colonial men during the Civil War, and they're like, we're gonna have this like this, but really we're only gonna believe this. And it's like all the weird metric and stuff that they don't do, where they're like, the rest of the world is gonna do it, but we're not. And that's the new rules for the new world. Like,
yeah.
It was pretty funny.
You know, and it's funny because a lot of that just comes down to spite.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
But you're not alone. Like, the French Canadians have their own little quirks too that set them apart from everywhere else in the world, including the country they live in. So, you know, I was in Amsterdam, everyone spoke English. I was in Dubai, everyone spoke English. I go to French Canada and they're like angry that you do not speak French. And you're like, it's still Canada, you guys.
Yeah, but it's their Canada.
I was like, you're going to be the only place in the world that's insisting that you learn their language. It's not my fault that English has become the universal language.
Let's see. And then we're going to have him.
Where do you live, Flo Zach Rollins? Again, I've forgotten.
I want to say Vermont.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's right. It's because it's like Burlington, isn't it? I thought he was in Ontario, yeah.
Yeah, somewhere.
He thinks he'll have snow soon, he says. Last few winters have been warm and wet. That's not right. Because vous is me. You're asking me. I don't speak French.
Let's see.
If you're asking, it's better to say tu parles français would be like, do you speak French?
No.
Pas parler français, but vous is like, it's a plural. Vous, and it's
French. Yeah. Close to Montreal if I cross the border, he said.
Yeah, I lived in Montreal for 8 years, so I do speak a little bit of French, but the thing is a lot of my French is geared towards children, because I worked in the daycare.
No parlez-vous français, says Ian. And my pronunciation is terrible.
Parlez-vous français pas. Je ne parlez-vous français pas. I don't speak French.
I do not speak French, and my French is terrible.
That's exactly what I just said. I do not speak French.
My Spanish is much better. I can say mi español es muy malo, which is my Spanish is very bad.
Very good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wait, isn't it no bueno? No bueno is no good. I have to admit,
no bueno is no good, but
muy mal means very terrible.
Yeah, but muy mal means like very bad.
Well,
it means like that, like it's pretty terrible. Yeah, it's awful.
Sick in French is malade. So there's a Latin right there. If you've got mal in Spanish and then malade in French, and it means to be sick. Interesting.
Well, what I love about language is the nuance between words. Right? And like one of the first, I think the first thesaurus was written by like a half crazy guy in an asylum that just had lists of words. And he put them together, and he realized synonyms existed and antonyms existed, and coined those words. Cool. And like, and like, you know, worked with Webster's dictionary, very, very intriguing story of where the thesaurus.
I love the thesaurus. That's one of my favorite things in the world. Is the thesaurus.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's. Again, it was like maybe it was Cambridge Dictionary. Like Cambridge Dictionary it might have been Cambridge Dictionary created the thesaurus.
Isn't it Oxford?
They basically reached out. Oxford Dictionary? Yes, Oxford. Oxford Dictionary. But they had reached out
Could be
to
wrong. I better
England.
look that up.
But they had reached out to England and basically said, "Hey, if you know any words, let us know." Right? And this guy was in an insane asylum, and he just liked words and had like listen this years-long correspondence. And wrote a lot of definitions for the dictionary, and then kind of created the idea of a thesaurus and created the concepts of synonyms and antonyms, and like
They're both. You're right, and I'm right. There's a Cambridge and an Oxford dictionary.
well, yeah, but
the
I don't remember.
Oxford is like the definitive record of the English language.
Then it's probably Oxford that did it.
But the Cambridge Dictionary is the most popular dictionary and thesaurus for learners of English. We were both right.
But are we?
No, I think in this instance we are totally both right. That's pretty cool.
But I don't remember which school of the two
Oh, wait.
was.
Here it is. Is the Cambridge Dictionary better than the Oxford Dictionary? Oxford Dictionary gives you the meaning of the word as well as its origin, whereas the Cambridge Dictionary gives a more practical explanation along with an example of how to use the word in a sentence. I didn't even realize there were two different same dictionaries.
Well, no, it's two different styles of dictionaries.
Yeah. But I call it the same because they are both just books that give you the definition of words.
And then
The formats are different.
Rockets is different too, because if you compare the dictionaries with each other, they're totally different definitions. They're worded differently, and it changes the meaning, especially of very obtuse words. So yeah, it's interesting. Like language is very malleable, and there's nuance to it, and it's going back to kind of the Bruce Lee theme. It's like water. It fills the shapes you put it into, right? Especially the English language. Un poquito, says Magic Marmot. The suffix son in a lot of Scandinavian names translates in Mandarin to god of, and the remainder of the syllables literally translate makes you the god of incontinence, or god of the smell of spring blossoms, or the god of turning left. That's interesting. Yeah.
The history word.
Wait,
I'm gonna go get my coffee. It has arrived.
Yay, coffee!
Right, it will ensure that I will stay awake for the next, 40 minutes.
Yay! Yeah, we'll have like a bunch of mushroom people. Ronin coffee.
Coffee of Ronin.
Yeah, I want to say it's Japanese that has the she poems, where you write a poem and it's all the word she, but it's all these different meanings of the word she. Then how you pronounce the word she is different, and so it's like, even though you're going she, right? It's actually like death upon the water means that your life is ending or something. It's like these poetic phrases, but they only are consisting of words that sound like she. Yeah. So yeah, that's interesting. And then of course they have the haiku from Japan.
I love haiku.
Yeah.
Why are you calling me fat fingers?
I don't know.
Magic
Something about
Marmot
your
said
coffee?
Robin fat fingers.
Maybe drop something. I don't know. Yeah. Do this.
Oh, I see. Holy shit, this isn't... What I ordered?
Is that not your order?
Coffee. It even says on it chai latte, and this is
It's lovely and wonderful, and really good vision into how the language works. Is how it's a way into the brain. Yeah.
sorry, I have to complain to DoorDash. That is not what I ordered at all. It's
Complain
coffee.
to DoorDash.
I know what an iced chai latte tastes like. It doesn't taste like coffee.
Let's see. I spelled Robin as Ronan. My fat.
Yeah, I got it.
Fingers.
I actually understood that in a couple minutes later.
Like that.
Oh, I thought he was just like Ronan coffee. You know, I don't know.
Ronan coffee. The coffee of Ronan.
Yeah, we'll have to have like. See. Oh, Mr. Teague. Isn't there also a sentence almost like that in English? Not all one homonym,
buffalo.
but mostly the word buffalo. Yes, buffalo, 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 buffalo. Okay, so it's buffalo, buffalo. It's buffalo from buffalo, and then they buffalo, which is a verb, other buffalo from the place of buffalo. So it's buffalo, 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 buffalo. That's the one you're talking about.
Shit, I only had 5 minutes to order, and I think I know what I did wrong. Damn it!
I know.
Oh, what'd you do?
It's supposed to be a tea, an iced chai tea, and I ordered an iced chai latte.
Ah.
I can't drink this much coffee. I'm only gonna have a little couple of sips. That sucks.
Put her in the fridge and finish it tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean it's
I don't
iced
like coffee.
already.
I don't like coffee.
You know,
Put
Ian
lots of
doesn't
milk
like
in
coffee
it.
either. You're not alone.
Oh, dude, I can't drink it.
Yeah, Ian can't drink it. He hates it. Yeah, Freezer says Magic Marmot, but no. It's if it's not something that you can have.
You know what? My brother will drink it. I'll give it to my brother.
So do you, yo.
But I'll have some of it so that I stay awake.
Okay,
I mean, I
but
gotta
don't
take
torture
advantage
yourself.
of the caffeine. I gotta take advantage of the caffeine. No, I got this other juice a while ago from drinking me to cool down. It's Del Monte. They're doing this new gimmick where it's like, on ice, tastes better on ice. Like, all juice tastes better on ice. What the hell? But this is like peach lychee, and it's really nice.
Let's see, I guess I'll do the Eye of Cthulhu shroom, like kind of like a sun in the sky.
Ugh. Oh, I got it on my body. That's awesome. Wow, I'm really batting 1,000 today.
Let's see, okay, there we go. The Eye of Cthulhu shroom.
Cthulhu
No,
shroom.
Magic Marmot, it's not peach lime, it's peach lychee. It's awesome.
Cthulhu shroom.
That music sounds like Cthulhu shroom music. It matches what Ian's singing.
I was trying acoustic today. We'll see. I don't know. It may not be good.
Spilled the oatmeal on my body. I got a coffee drink I can't drink. This is not fun.
Yeah, I'll draw a couple of like mushroom people over here. You know, going like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, no.
Let's see. And then, yeah, it's got that trippy feel for the music for Shroom Thulu. For the Cthulhu Shroom. Yeah, you get to sleep, Robin. We love you, says Magic Marmot.
I'm not asleep. I'm not even sleepy yet. I'm eating this boring porridge that they said would come with brown sugar and it didn't. Starbucks is... Oh god, this tastes so gross. Starbucks failed big time. This is disgusting. I'm so not impressed. You spend so much money on these DoorDashes when it does this kind of stuff. It's so angry. It makes me so angry.
Yeah, I realize like I can't get the order I want when I do DoorDash or I do like Uber Eats or whatever. So I make my orders as simple as possible. And sometimes even then it's like this isn't what I ordered. Or you can tell that like the guy who drove you your fries and burger like had some of your fries.
Yeah,
like,
that's fun.
Yeah, and you're like, did you wash your hands? I really hope you washed your hands before you stuck them in
Magic Marmot. I love
food.
brown butter, but for me, brown butter is more of a salty, savory thing. I think what I'm gonna do is it's freaking congee, and I hate it. It's not rice congee, but it's the same consistency of congee, and I hate it. I don't know. I think I might have some chia I can put in it to absorb some of this stuff. But it definitely needs brown sugar and butter, no doubt. Maybe if I put it in a frying pan, it might like get rid of some of the excess liquid. I don't know.
Yeah.
But what a disappointment. It's not like I'm made of money.
Who is?
Yeah.
No, I am not made of money. I certainly am not.
Well, I guess I'll continue to have my sandwich.
I'm sure they sell the little chai tea packets, and you could just make yourself a cup of chai tea at home.
I have them.
Yeah, I mean, that's an option too.
I don't have lactose-free milk, though.
Let's see. Have you ever tried brown butter? Oh, yeah, brown sugar and brown butter. So, yeah, okay. I see what he was
My
talking
favorite thing to have with brown butter is spaghetti, and then I put like Parmesan cheese in the brown butter. So yummy.
I haven't tried that, but it sounds like something I need to try.
It's gourmet cheesy noodles, basically, but
Yeah.
it's still delicious. What I'm eating right now is a seafood salad that they make on my work on a Kaiser. It's delicious.
Nice.
I can actually go all out and make homemade chai because you just need like cloves and brown sugar and black tea. There's like I know the recipe. Cinnamon, ginger, but yeah. I'll have a couple more sips of this coffee and I'll put it in the fridge and I'll tell my brother about it tomorrow and he'll drink it.
And he'll be like, awesome.
Oh, dude, that's my favorite at Spaghetti Factory. But the thing that they have in the Homer's favorite that's different, because they do brown butter. That's how I got the idea to do brown butter, because I was craving it during COVID. What they have is called mozzarella cheese. It's like a very dry feta, and it's really hard to get. I secretly love the old Spaghetti Factory so hard.
Why did they change it?
No, I love it. I love the old Spaghetti Factory.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I was thinking like the old one. Oh, I love the old one. But no, that's the name of it. Yes. Yeah. I have to remind myself.
Then at the Spaghetti Factory in Toronto, they have a giant stained glass window of the flying spaghetti monster.
Nice. Nice. Oops.
I don't know if you have them in the States at all.
What? The flying spaghetti monster?
No, old Spaghetti Factory.
No, we have them.
Okay. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I love them. I always love them because they have all the vintage stuff, like the art and the books and the, like, in the one in Toronto, there's like a giant carousel in the middle of it.
Whoa.
And there's like a trolley too, like an old train. I love that shit, man. It's awesome.
Yeah, I like the seafood salad. Can't do bread, says Magic Marmot. And I think I had the version at Spaghetti Factory called Homer's Favorite. I kind of wanted to do the Eldritch Spaghetti Factory, says Magic Marmot. Mr. Teague says San Diego and Nebraska, at least, I think. So
I'm going to Spaghetti Factory.
let's do this. And then what I would
Magic
do...
Marmot, are you making stuff up for fun? What's the Eldritch Spaghetti Factory?
No, he's making stuff up for fun.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Let's see, and then let's do stars. No, let's see. Let's do noise. Cross. I'm having
So
fun.
I don't know if I mentioned, I guess I didn't post on Facebook, but I finally finished my eulogy article about Bernie, and it's awesome.
You did. Good for you.
I'm really proud of it, and I did all like I put the art together and everything, and I'm happy. I think Bernie would like it.
Good. There we go. And then we will do this.
Oh, the Eldritch was for the flying spaghetti monster window, said Mr. Teague.
Are you done, Kay?
Yes, I am.
The dog looks so happy.
Woof.
So I'm still doing it where he. Yeah, I guess I'm behind. So you are drawing the panel after your own panel. So if you could number it for me, that would be great.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember.
I like the texture you're using on the background of your panel there, Amber.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I'm trying to get kind of trying to figure it out. Let's see, we'll do that. And then we go like that. We go boop. Okay. Yep. And I actually had just finished. So okay, I just finished. So I am kind of haha. I am still the evens. Good. Okay. So let me duplicate that. And then go here. Panel 6. Okay, and then you're doing panel 7, right?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. I really enjoyed getting to see everyone's creative process this Magic Marmot. Oh, well, thank you. Let's see.
Well,
so
we can be honest here and say that we really enjoyed having you on the show, Magic Marmot.
yeah, it was nice. It was really cool having you on the show. What happens after the dog jumps in the ship? Armand is still out in nothingness. There's a mushroom rebellion going on.
Well, no, wait. How do we know he's in nothingness? Maybe he's doing shit. They're just like wobbling around in limbo with his arms.
Perhaps
Maybe does he go back and like beat Bluto some more?
Perhaps Armand could emerge through the control panel of the rocket ship. Much like he emerged from the Eye of Cthulhu.
He's good at emerging.
Kay's happy dog got a round of applause over here, by the way. I just thought I'd let you know that, Kay. And then Armand is trying to figure out a rescue plan. What if we start
Armand? What if Armand's like at a like those headquarters like in Star Wars where it's like all like a clear screen and he's got some other people, the other Philos, and they're trying to figure out how to rescue them from the mushroom people. They don't realize that they've already rescued themselves.
Well, okay, if
or he could step out of a screen.
If we have the other Philos, where's Bluto? No one's holding Bluto then.
Well, he could be in jail.
A Philo war room, says Mr. T. Yes.
I think that sounds cool.
We could do a Philo war room, and we could go meanwhile with Armand. You think?
Okay. So Armand would be in the war room with Bluto?
No, I think Armand would be in the war room with all the Philos.
Okay.
No, Bluto is in Bluto jail, says Magic Marmot. Now, here's my question.
You can have Bluto in Bluto jail, like a little square in the corner.
Yeah, filled with other Blutos, says Magic Marmot. That's what I was thinking.
Bluto jail. That's actually really good.
Yeah, is that there's Bluto jail with other Blutos in Bluto jail. Because Philo always ends up in the multiverse of Philos with a Bluto and has to leave the Bluto. You know, it's like we've
already established that with the Philo self-help or whatever group therapy.
Exactly. This is our Philo's time to leave.
Blutosis.
Yes, Blutosis. Blutosi. Blutai. I like Blutai, Mr. T.
I can't believe I'm drinking this, man. I'm getting like flashbacks of my first job at Starbucks.
Okay, so I guess we would say you're going. There's Armand and 8 and Philo's in the war room, right? And so I have to actually do the panel before your panel, Kay.
So you want to do the Blutos in Bluto jail?
Yeah, I'll do Blutos in Bluto jail. That sounds good.
Because she does a good Bluto.
Okay,
I got him pulled up
Sure
on the
does.
screen, but you're better at it.
And I'll
one is
say,
a blue cum.
As wait, ... as Bluto is in Bluto jail. I guess Bluto jail would be Bluto - jail, right? Because it's like specifically for Blutos. And then, as always, I gotta pull up my picture of Bluto.
That's some good shit, that peach lychee. The Blutorium.
The Blutorium. Yeah, that's pretty good. Of the Blutorium. Yeah, okay.
Blutorium. Yeah.
Yeah, so let's figure this out. What are we gonna do? So you're drawing Philo's in the war room.
Yep, Philo, Armand, and Philo's in the war room.
Now, okay, are you
Philo's in
gonna
the
be
war
inspired by like
Philo's
Star
in the
Wars
war
Empire
room.
Strikes Back? With like the see-through screen and stuff. There's a Fight Club, says Magic Marmot.
Yeah,
Nobody
see
talks
Bluto.
about Fight Club. Shut your mouth.
I've got a screen with Bluto in it, just to
Okay.
show that he's in Bluto jail. Just a little bit, just kind of a tiny inset. But the Philos are sitting around a table with Armand, plotting.
How to set them free.
Yes, and they each have screens. Screens on their table too. Oops.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I guess I'll just draw a bunch of Blutos. Empire is good. Yeah. I guess I'll draw a bunch of Blutos. I like Blutorium. I think Blutorium might be written above the Bluto.
It's like a sanatorium where they go to relax, but really they're stuck there forever.
Yeah, exactly. I like the Blutorium. Yeah.
Did I ever tell you that my experience with Star Wars as a kid?
Mm-mm.
So, my brother's birthday is January 2nd, and my birthday is December 18th.
Yeah.
And he's like 2 years younger than me. But our birthdays are so close together, sometimes we'd have them together.
Mm-hmm.
But one year, we both got chicken pox. And so we, like, in April or something, we had our birthday. My mom rented Empire. And it was like, that movie changed my world. I'd never seen anyone like Princess Leia before. But she was amazing. And then the bad guys won at the end, and I was just like, what the? Like,
What?
I'd never seen that in any movie or cartoon or anything where it was like, the good guys lose and the bad guys win. Like, what? I was turning, like, I had just turned 8. And it was just like, oh, it was so crazy for me. I had no idea that it was like part of a trilogy. Like, there was a one before and there was going to be another one after. Like,
Yeah.
I was just like, what is this movie? But yeah.
It's funny. Did anyone read the original draft for Empire when it was written by Leia Brackett? It was one of the first Star Wars films I saw when I was 6 or 7.
Mhm.
I don't think I read the script. No.
I didn't know that there was a different script. I know what the characters were supposed to be like in the first Star Wars movie. There was like Leia Skywalker. She was going to be like the main character, but then they changed her to a boy.
Well, also, I do know, I haven't read it, but I do know in the original script that it was supposed to be like a war movie, but Lucas like took all of that stuff out, you know, and he did it in editing. Like a lot of it was shot.
It wasn't just him that did an editing though. His wife was the editor.
Yes.
The film editor.
Yes.
There's a really good Vice documentary called Icons on Earth. It's like a series that they did on Star Wars.
Yeah.
I'm like, so Lucas was cronies with like Scorsese and Coppola and De Palma and Spielberg, like all those guys. And so when he was making Star Wars, he showed that to them because he wanted their thoughts, right?
Yeah.
All of them were like, this is garbage. George,
Yeah.
what are you doing? Like, this is just cheese. Like, this is, you got to get rid of the Force. You've got to get rid of the Force.
Yeah.
And it was actually his wife, the editor at the time, who was like, no, you can't. This is the thing.
Heart of the movie. Yeah.
Exactly. It's the heart of the movie. It strings everything together. And then the other bit of trivia that I love to tell people is that when that crawl came up, in a galaxy, a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, that whole crawl at the beginning of the movie, they were just like, the guys were just like, this is terrible. You can't, like, it's too much.
No one's going to read this. Yeah.
Yeah, and so Brian De Palma rewrote it so it was more succinct.
Yeah.
But the one supporter that Lucas had, the one person who got it and who was like, this is awesome, was Spielberg.
Well, not just Spielberg, but John Mallis, too. John
Mallis. I don't know who that is.
You should look him up. He directed the first Conan movie.
Okay.
With Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's one of the, and he did the Rome series that HBO had. And he's not known for a lot, but the dude is known in Hollywood. Right? And he had a stroke a couple years ago that unfortunately took his ability to speak away from him. But the guy was known as the script doctor. Right?
Oh, yeah. So is Carrie Fisher, ironically.
He trained Carrie Fisher.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Right? Yeah. And the thing is he was known as the script doctor. He could come in and whip out lines, and he did it for Star Wars. He did it for a bunch of Spielberg projects. And he could come in on set, whip out lines and stuff, fix dialogue, fix scenes. They'd realize that, this doesn't make sense as they're working on it. And they're like, oh man, we need someone to fix this. And he was the guy that come in and stitched the script together. Nice. And John Mallis was an amazing writer. And he was out of the same film school class as Spielberg and Lucas. And so it's interesting. It's a tragedy that he is not as known as they are, because he has helped them be as successful as they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I'm drawing the Blutorium here.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Should they have stripes, I guess, if they're all in jail, if they're in Bluto jail?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I mean, I can easily see that they're kind of like I feel like they're in prison denim blues, just from looking at it. But yeah, if you want to do stripes, that sounds good.
Yeah, and then I'll put a camera on them, because she said that there's they're looking at Bluto in Bluto jail.
Mm-hmm. Yep, there he is, or there they are, the two of them anyway.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh my gosh, so much talking. Did anyone read the original draft? Okay, it was one of the first Star Wars, 6 or 7. I was 15 when I saw the original Change Me Too, except the fighter pilot spaceship scenes. Leia Brackett handed it in shortly before she died, but Lucas retained her credit because of her early involvement. My favorite bit of Star Wars is that the whole trench run was a happy accident, because after molding both halves of the Death Star, the epoxy they used shrunk and widened as it dried, so they changed the script rather than fix the model. We're better together. Stripes are iconic of the time, and maybe one Beagle Boy is there by mistake, says Mr. T.
Yes, that would be funny.
Yes.
I mean, we already got Mao in there. Nice one throwback. Why not two?
Yeah.
Another Easter egg for the hardcore followers.
Yeah, I gotta draw my Blutos. go. Let's see. All right. Later, when there's a Bluto Underground rebellion, they can do dots to differentiate themselves. I swear I can talk. I swear I can. I swear I can read and talk. But
At the same time?
it's hard. Yeah. I don't know. I've always had trouble with that. And I've always had like dyslexia and stuff. So sometimes like words get all tripped up on me. And so when I read aloud, it's like very obvious and I sound stupid. But I'm not a stupid person. I read a lot. Yeah, it just makes more sense in my head than when I'm trying to like
convey it.
Well, trying to sound it out, reading it aloud. Yeah, so we are the hardcore creators. You're good, we know. Yeah, I know. It's just you get self-conscious about things. Magic Marmot is privy to my monkey dancing that I am now doing once a month for my $10 level patrons. And so what my monkey dancing is me playing guitar and singing various random songs that I kind of know on guitar and can convince others that I know how to play. And so it's I am dancing once a month for my monkey money. And yeah, and so I did It's a Wonderful World for this month, and then I already recorded next month's. Yeah. And then yeah, so next month's is going to be Evaporated by Ben Folds 5. And then yeah, and so hopefully the sound is better than this month's. This month's sound was pretty bad. Let's see. I didn't know it was a talent of yours. Not a very good one. There are better talents that I possess. She says, drawing.
Hint.
Yeah, drawing is what I took my time, spending my time doing, and playing guitar was not something that I ever did to make money at or anything like that. I played because I enjoy playing, but I'm so self-conscious about playing in front of others, which is why I am referring to it as my monkey dance. And so, let's see. Yeah, there it is. Creating is what makes us people. Well, and I also think about in ye olden times before we had digital media, where you could have the best of like music and art and everything at your fingertips right in front of you instantly, right? You would have musicians in town, you would have artists in town, and there would be like the artist that's the good artist in town, and maybe there would be better artists in the world, but that artist in town would get work, the musicians in town would get work. Mm-hmm. And so yeah, you have a wedding in town, you hire the musicians in town, and I think I'm like that level.
No, Magic Marmot, I didn't hear that.
What? I will vouch that it's good. Sorry, did you say fingertips? No, I don't think I heard that. I don't think I did.
Did you say fingertips?
Maybe I meant to say fingertips. I don't know. Yeah. I'll do this. And let's see. We are 10 minutes out. So I think I'm just going to spend time on the Blutorium. Yeah, butts for Dale. Yeah, Dale attended a robot funeral this morning.
He attended what?
A robot funeral this morning.
Oh wow. That's fascinating.
Well, he usually does a Saturday show with our mutual friend Chuck. And I was the part of Dale this morning for the Saturday show. And so I was drawing this morning. We were switching stuff back and forth. I can show you what we did. It was kind of interesting. But I can't show you Chuck's because he forgot to put it in the folder when he was done with it. So I did a robot, and then I gave him the robot. He did a fembot, and he gave me the fembot. So I drew another fembot, right? Well, he did a caveman, and then like a barren landscape, and then like colored it in and stuff. And I can't share that with you because he didn't share that one back with me. So Robot's Funeral sounds like a philosophy gold mine. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it's. I guess it was a robot that, like, hosted a TV show, and yeah, you'll have
Was it the Craig Ferguson robot?
I don't know if it was the Craig Ferguson robot or not.
Did he host his own TV show, or was he a sidekick?
No, it was like one of those. It was like one of those monster shows, you know, where you have a host in between doing the intercuts for the commercials.
Was it MST 3000?
No. No, this was out in San Jose area, San Francisco area.
Wow, that sounds pretty interesting. I've also been to a restaurant with a robot waiter. It was funny.
Let's see, a robot. Yeah, I went to a restaurant that had a robot waiter. Horror Incorporated. Yeah. See, I'm trying to get Bluto's, like, you know, I can take you, look. Yeah, I guess the Philos would know how to handle a Bluto if there's like a procedure. You know, so wait, are we doing like the Rick verse but with Philos?
The Rick verse, like in Rick and Morty?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen that episode, but I suppose.
There's several episodes strung together. It's not just a single episode. Where there's like a citadel of Ricks, and there's Mortys and Ricks both at the citadel from the multiverse of Rick and Morty's, because multiple of them have come together and banded together, and they've created like the Society of Ricks. Like, there's a really great episode about like Simple Rick's gum. Yeah.
Does Armand have a mustache? I can't remember.
No,
but you could give him one if you wanted. He could be going incognito. What happened with Joel? Why is Magic Marmot pissed off with Joel? Why?
Well, let's see. Don't scare me like that. Tom Crow and Gypsy are immortal. Well, Joel just got the rights back for Mystery Science Theater 3000. And he and Mike Nelson's bad blood is no more. So they have made up. They have been doing writing for each other's projects for riff tracks. The Mystery Science Theater 3000 guys have been writing, you know, from the new crew, and then the old riff tracks guys that were the old Mystery Science Theater 3000 guys are writing for the new Mystery 3000, but for the new crew. And
I think the bad blood was mainly with their old producer.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Ooh, stuff I've heard. Ooh.
And Comedy Central. Central didn't help.
Right on.
Yeah, you know, they're like, oh, you want to steal this guy's show? Okay. Yeah.
They were like that for a bunch of shows, like Let's Bowl.
Yeah.
They stole that idea and made their own show. No, maybe I shouldn't be saying that, but they made a...
No, they stole it.
They stole it. Yep.
You know, I'm surprised that there wasn't a Philo that ended up on Comedy Central. You know, like because it's pretty unique show. I'm gonna.
I know that there were some improv comic book shows.
Yeah.
They mainly had pros in the business, though. People who were drawing comic books professionally, being the drawer.
Yeah.
So that was like an improv, literally an improv show on. I wish that they kept it for kids and on Saturday mornings.
Mm-hmm.
That might be fun. They would really feel kind of so special to be a part of that. Like if you were a kid and your phone call got picked or whatever, and your idea was used, I would lose my mind.
We have had a few good kids shows here coming out of the improv places, and I was part of the ukulele alley, which was at Bryant Lake Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And mainly the stage, Tom wanted to grow the show to have story arcs and all that, but basically it runs a little over an hour.
Yeah.
And that stage is small. And you know what? They had a good formula with what they have. So I took pictures. I was kind of a documenter of the play, of the thing, to show that they sold out. They did well. People enjoyed it, adults and kids. Because we had a lot of old cartoons and really good funky music and crazy DJs who had double turntables. So they were doing the DJ thing with 78s. Yeah.
You know who really put on a good show was at the Uptown Theater, Rock and Roll Rays. Like once a month, they'd like throw a DVD into the projector. And it was like $3 for a bag of popcorn to go in and watch this. And it was like they'd have Terminator 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
But he turned it into like a game show with trivia and
that's awesome.
Yeah. How did I miss that? Jeez.
How did you
miss that? We just had a Toonie theater where it was like like old movies for $2.
We also had David Murs, who would bring in his prints of old cartoons, and he'd take over the Uptown Theater on a Saturday morning.
Right, that's
and in
so
later
cool.
Years, that was a great idea. And then they did it regularly one winter at a place that is now the Granada, but back then they kind of took the cartoon on Saturday morning idea down a few doors and then had it there. Slightly smaller venue, more set up for food and restaurant service.
Yeah.
That was fun too. It was meant for kids. This is back when we had Uptown. We don't have an Uptown anymore.
What
all town?
Well, they started in on a 2-year road destruction project where they're reconstructing Hennepin, which goes right through Uptown. And it took away, the first thing it takes away is about half the parking for everyone. A lot of stores realized what was about to happen and bugged out, like the Cat Cafe.
From Hennepin? Like that was the thoroughfare of Minneapolis.
Right. Yes. It's pretty much shut down from, I think, 25th on South to 31st or so. And it'll probably be another year before it opens up. And it's like, you know what? This is crazy. If we could have done it in like 1 block sections.
Yeah.
But
instead they tried to do everything all at once.
Right.
Yeah.
Perhaps they knew that the money would dry up.
Well, are you familiar with how they did the Big Dig in Boston?
I've heard about it. Yes.
Yeah. So they realized that, they had this awful traffic problem, and it's because Boston streets are cow paths. They're cow paths, right?
That's
and
right.
So they're not necessarily where they're the most efficient. They're just wherever cows decided to go, and then people kept walking there and stuff. Well, so what the Big Dig did is it took their freeways that went in the middle of the city and kind of cut the city in two, and it put it underground, and then it connected the city again with itself, and it like rebuilt roads back across where the freeway used to be, and then parks and like multi-use space and community centers, just things like that within that space along the strip that used to be freeway, because now the freeway's underground.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Brilliant for the city, but it took them like 10 years to do it.
And there were occasional setbacks, like one of the panels falling on a car that was in the tunnel and squashing that poor woman and her car. Holy shit.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying it was it was handled the best way. I'm just saying that it was like this long wait for good infrastructure that really should have been thought of from the beginning. But how are you going to anticipate cars in a time you are a colonial when like
you built for 1780?
Yeah, indentured servant that's like following the cow paths, into town that has the tavern.
We
right?
had the unrest here, and COVID, then the unrest, which ended up looting and burning a lot and damaging a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have this, on top of the timing was terrible because Uptown was trying to recover from this. Apple, the Apple store, after knocking down the Uptown bar, which is shut down. Oh yeah, and also the Apple store pretty much shut out First Tech, which was one of our main procurement areas of Max and repair. Pretty much shut them out by not letting them have any merchandise at the holidays to sell. So Apple Store bugs out after taking down First Tech, so we have nothing for repair. You pretty much have to go to PC Doodle over on Minnehaha, for your Mac, or to Southdale, or to Mall O America, where are the or Best Buy, I suppose.
Does Micro Center still have their Mac desk, their Apple desk?
I'm not sure about the Apple desk. They probably do.
Yeah, because I know the Micro
they like
Center
to scare us by saying, "Oh, they're going to move," and it's
So as wonderful as this conversation is about Apple bugging out of Minneapolis and the decrepit crawl of the traffic on Hennepin, it is 8:34 my time, which means it is 9:34 your time and 10:34 poor Robin's time. So I'm going to say good night, Robin.
Good night, Robin.
Good night, Robin. And then, I'm going to look at your panel here. Can you center it for me? Yeah. Here, let me stick it. Oh, no. I see. I have to do that. Okay. Can you center it? Can you move it over?
Okay.
It's a little slidey bar at the bottom. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Can you go the other direction?
Ooh.
Yeah.
How about
thank you. Okay. Awesome. Oh, that looks cool. Oh, I love it.
Again, I'll add more stuff on Monday.
Yeah. Don't kill yourself. Again, it's an improv comic, and then I will put mine in there. And so these are the Blutos in Bluto Jail, in the Blutorium.
Mm-hmm.
And so I will say goodnight to Art. Good night, Art. And then to Kay, thank you very much, Kay Kirscht. Let me put up your name so then that way people understand who you are and what you are about. And as soon as I find your name, there you are. So today's guest, Kay Kirscht, cartoonist and Minneapolis artist. Wonderful person that I've known for many years. Original Philo artist from way back in the day on MTN. And thank you so much. I always love having you on the show, and I'm so glad that all tech stuff worked out.
Yes, I am too.
Yeah.
Much more fun.
Yeah, much more fun this way. Okay, I will see you in the future, and have a good one. And I turned myself off. I turned myself off. I swear, they changed the studio on my end, so I'm still learning it. Anyway, I want to say thank you everybody in chat for joining us. So Jeremy and Magic Marmot and Mr. T joined us today. We had Donna Barr stop by. That was really cool. Flozzex Roland stopped by. We had Mutant Fox 42. And it was a fun show tonight. So thank you everybody for joining us, and I'll see you in the future. Have a good one. Bye.